The 2025 NFL Draft was jacked with talent at the running back position from the first round to the 7th round. Just good, viable running backs with top-tier upside. The Broncos knew this. They knew there was some dogs in this draft. But Sean Payton stepped in, 2nd round, drafted R.J. Harvey. And now he's one of the big names right now. Fantasy football, Denver Broncos coverage, everything else in between. Today, we're going to look at what Sean Payton has to say. We're going to look at some fancy charts, talk some ball, talk some fantasy, and everything else. Before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. Rookie camp is coming, and I'm going to have the clips. On top of that, we're looking at your rookies. We're looking at what your coaches are saying. We're analyzing what your coaches are saying. And if Sean Payton comes out tomorrow and says more stuff about R.J. Harvey, I'm going to come out with another video. I'm always going to be here for you. You can tell down the line there's so many videos. Click that button, stop missing out. But Sean Payton likes this kid. Sean Payton was in love with this prospect. He turned on the tape. He couldn't stop thinking about him. And he's got a lot to say about R.J. Harvey.
When you look at the running skill set, it was wow. And explosive runs, all of those things. So he was, in the early part of this process, man, everyone had seen the skill set of Genty, and he's a fabulous player. And then you're, all right, if that's unrealistic, which obviously where he was selected, everyone knew we were hoping to get it back. Man, where are we falling in love with somebody, and you really try to just go through each one with an open mind. And I can remember the afternoon. I can't remember what afternoon, but I can remember the 2 hours on this player. And then it was like, all right, be quiet. When I think it was a week ago, someone put his name in an article as a riser, and it was like, you don't want to read that. But he was explosive.
R.J. Harvey fits in this scheme very well. Fits with what Sean Payton likes from what we've seen over time with him drafting running backs. He's got speed, he can catch the ball in the backfield, very productive. They spent good draft capital on him. And on my draft reaction, I was very excited about that. He fits well with Bo Nix. Bo Nix likes to target short to intermediate. He's a quarterback that will play for another down. And R.J. Harvey in that outlet should be racking up targets. And it is a very good running back prospect. Getting to know him more, though, he was not heavily recruited coming out of high school. 13 offers, starting off at Virginia. But we eventually make our way over the UCF. And we had a slow ramp up and an injury in there. But still, we finished our career very strong. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, technically a 1,500-yarder in there, 22 touchdowns last year, 16 rushing touchdowns the year prior. Just very productive. Used in the passing game, almost 40 catches in the last 2 seasons, yards after contact per attempt, 3.88, 3.56, 69 missed tackles, and 74. We're just a dog. We're nasty up the gut. We have the home run hitting speed. We can take a lot of contact and keep ticking. 9.9 yards after the catch per reception last year, 11.2. That means we can get the ball in space, make you miss. If we get it in the flat, 8.2.5. If you never watched him play, that is a signal that we're running routes downfield as well, and we can be regarded as a weapon when it comes to route running. And that being said as well, we're not taking multiple of our targets behind the line of scrimmage because on average, running backs are close to 0, but 2.5 is heavy up there on the average depth of target. That's if you've never watched him on tape. That number tells you that. And looking at how he's involved in the passing game, 29 targets last year, 4th on the team in targets. The top target getter, Kobe Hudson, 88. Not a prolific high-volume passing game. So still ramping up, getting a good target share in that offense, but we can take over games. We can be dominant. That's probably the most important fact of a running back. How dominant can you be? Can you put the offense on your back? That's really what you want to look at when you're looking at these running backs. You look at fancy analytics and everything else, but can that running back put the team on his back and be the entire offense? He can. He's proven that. 206 yards against OK State, Iowa State, 196, pretty much 200 there. Arizona, TCU, Cincy, Memphis, Houston, Kansas, West Virginia, all racking up yards. Georgia Tech, we racked up yards on. Cincy again. We're dominant. We're a dominant player. We were the offense. We are a big proponent of offense. We were the guy. We weren't playing second fiddle. We weren't sitting back watching somebody else take some of the load off. We were the load. And all these games, 24, 25, 22, 29, 20 rushing attempts, another 20 spot, a 23 spot, a 21 spot, just getting work left and right, up the gut. And we ran a 4.4 40-yard dash, speed score 91st percentile, 5.8 205. So shorter, lower to the ground, more compact. Someone asked in the comment section of my last video on him if he was small because they heard people talking about that, and it was more of a question. And he's lower to the ground, more compact, but not small. He's got good size. If I was worried about size at the running back position, below 200 pounds, below 190, 180, maybe like 170 range or less is your huge outlier. He's got a good frame to him. He's got a good frame. Is it 220 plus? No. But are we really seeing many running backs around that frame? Anyways, nowadays, no. We're electric. We got good burst. 88th percentile. Chase Brown as the comparable. Metrically, if you need something to compare to, I guess. I don't really like comparables, but I can definitely tell you he's very assertive. He's very decisive. And he also has the home run hitting speed. Talking about him for fantasy football, dynasty fantasy football rookie drafts. If you watch my ranking videos on the running backs, I put them in the A tier. And when I put these guys in the tiers, it means I'm diversifying from them. And the fact that I put them up there with those top running backs from Judkins, Hendo, Johnson, even a Marion, is just I'm playing the board. I'm pivoting. I'm looking at my shares because I play portfolio, meaning I'm in a lot of leagues and I bounce around a little bit. And if I'm close in value, I will take extra shares of another player if I don't have enough. And I'm definitely looking at RJ Harvey. And if you look at my older ranking videos and my older videos when I'm talking about him, he's one of my favorite running backs in the class. I liked him a lot. And I wasn't surprised that he went day 2. I'm not surprised that he went day 2. I'm seeing a lot of people being surprised that he went day 2 and they're bumping him up. I wasn't surprised at all. I could see him being a round 3 guy, later day 2. And him going day 3, I thought he'd be like an early day 3, like first off the board. Someone slept overnight saying, hey, we have to get this guy. We got to trade up right now to get RJ Harvey. I just did not see him slipping. I just did not see it. Just the profile's too good. The athleticism's too good. There's times where a guy with a profile that's good does slip, and you're wondering why. But I just wasn't surprised. He's a good prospect. Everything about him's good. The thing is, when you're looking at him for your rookie drafts right now, you have to understand this is a top-tier running back class and a lot of top-tier running backs. And honestly, you're pulling nut hairs with these running backs at the top and just select your dude, pivot to another dude at that top tier, and just roll with it. If you're really pushing so hard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the rankings, then you're really just probably overreaching and stressing too much. You should really understand that all these guys have top 5 potential in the NFL. He's in a good system here. Fits well with Bo Nix. Fits well with the coaching staff with what they've done at running back. And I believe the upside's there. We got the draft capital. How does he fit with this backfield? I think Audric Estime isn't going to die in this backfield, but I don't think he's going to be great for fantasy. I think Audric Estime and him will be a great tandem for the long term. Audric Estime, short yardage, some goal line here and there, because he's got good vision, some good wiggle for his size. Wasn't great last year, but that's why we got RJ Harvey. He's going to take the bulk of it and be more explosive and be used when needed in those facets, but he's going to get the bulk of it. However, most teams use multiple running backs these days, so that's not a surprising statement. You should expect every running back to be in a committee going forward, and it's very rare when one's not. It's very rare, like only a few in the league. And that being said, when you look at Judkins, he's going to have to share it. You look at Trevion Henderson, probably going to have to share it a little bit with Ramondre. Marion Hampton's probably going to have to share it a little bit with Najee to start things off. But will probably be the guy more than likely over time. You're looking at Caleb Johnson. Warren's going to be there. Warren's going to be getting touches. He's very reliable, and they're going to slowly insert him in. Everybody's going to be sharing a little bit. However, over time, it's RJ's backfield. He's explosive, good in the passing game. Should be getting targeted well with Bo Nix there, who lives to play for the next down. It's not just the coaching staff and how the targets and touches are flowing, but also the quarterback. Because if you got a YOLO quarterback, that does not target the running back or tight ends, and they like to push it downfield, then that's what's going to happen. They're going to go through their progressions, and they're just going to push it extra downfield. If you got one, kind of like a Baker Mayfield, where he goes team to team to team, but that target share to the running back is 20+%, sometimes a little more, a little less, but usually not under 20%. That's what you're usually going to get, and that fits well with Bo Nix. That just fits well, and he's very explosive in the open field. I like him a lot. I've always liked him a lot, and I'm not really bumping him up too much because I already had him held in high regards. I had them in that one tier, and I went in that tier, and I said, these are the main guys I like from this tier, even though I had him ranked in that tier due to the profile fundamentals. But it was Harvey, I liked Giddens, and I liked somebody else in that tier. Obviously, I had to bump RJ Harvey to that tier A, and that's a lot for me to do. That was a tough tier to put him in, and I had to do it, and I did it very quickly. I made that video like the next day, and I'm still sticking to it. He's a tier A running back. Tier A running back, a lot of upside. Take that with what you will. Broncos fans, you got a good running back. You got a lot of upside here. You got a top 10, top 5 upside type of back. That's what you got coming your way. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.